Welcome, respected co-sadhakas. As our exercise nowadays, every day, first let us remind ourselves of our 11 identities. How much we are full in our Loka Seva. How much clear and regular we are in service to the Sanatana Dharma. How much we are developing required Vairagya so that we are unobstructed on the path spiritual. How much of the bhakta in us is becoming stronger day by day. How much of the shishya is becoming convinced, committed day by day. How much the mumukshu in us is becoming stronger day by day. And how much the jignasu is relentless in us day by day. After all these seven, are we the regular shrotas or are we missing, becoming, victimized by the mind's suggestions, missing our study of the Shastras? See to it that the Shrota in us is regular. Then all of that are possible when we decide ourselves to be basically Adhyatmika Sadhaka from the core of our heart. And all of this to be done with hard work. That is possible when we are fully inspired, dynamic personality. With these 11 qualities in us, again, to strengthen these, to empower these, we need the continuous support of blessings of all the six powerful resources. That is the Shruti Mata. She should always remind us the Lakshya Marga, then the Guru Parampara, the Guru Tattva, Swaguru, and Acharyas. They should go on giving us the guidance, correct us, rectify our mistakes, give us required encouragements, inputs, etc. Third one is the Adhisthana Devatas. They have to empower all our faculties to be intact. Fourth one is the Mother Adiparashakti. She must bless us with the Sattva Prakriti, which helps us in sadhana. Last but fifth one is Ishvara himself should bless us so that our curtains are removed of ignorance, delusion. Last but not the least is Parambrahma Tattva should bless us for the experience ultimate. So, having done all this, let me extend the gratitude to you for being regular, and let me also extend the congrats to you all, because not an ordinary text we are studying is the great Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. That also we are doing the Gustaki of studying every shloka. But somehow it is Rama Krupa, Vasishtha Vishwamitra, Valmiki Adi Krupa that we took up. We have come up to 18 sargas. Definitely we move forward as long as we are given this opportunity by the God without break continuously. Not only we study, but we try to grasp the salient points in that, and at least few of them we will imbibe and try to practice and help ourselves to grow. We are in the first Vairagya Prakaranam of this Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana Divya Adbhuta Smriti Shastram. In that we are into the 18th Sarga. Bhagavan is teaching us the Kaya Jugupsa, the biggest obstacle for a spiritual seeker is the habit of Dehatadhatmya, goes to life after the other life. So many things we are able to do, but we are not able to detach from this Deha. Without this Sthula Deha detachment, the subtle sadhanas can never be done by us. Therefore, this thus becomes a very precious information and very important knowledge. Sri Rama is sharing with us how to do the vicharana regarding this deha, and so that we are able to have the vairagya for it. Then only the real spiritual sadhana happens. Right? Once having gained all this knowledge, set right ourselves in the goal and means. While doing that, other part of our life should be dedicated for whatever the works, dharmas we have to do. With the prayers that all those obligations should end, so that, as said, Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Raja, maybe we don't need to do any Parityaga of Sarvadharma, we just only have to be freed from the compulsion of them, so that we are at ease and free to do Mamekam Sharanam Raja. In this way, do whatever duties you have to do, never mind. There are very many great saints, yogis, yoginis in this universe who have one side doing the great sadhana of moksha, other side every day fighting with husband also, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, ऐसे भी करते हैं. इसका ये उसका वो, because that is the remaining little of prarabdha is there, they go through, they are conscious. That means just to say that totally don't involve in the samsara so much that sadhana is not at all done. So too, while involving sadhana, whatever obligations are, chalo go through. Only if they are not the kama purushartha and because of the kamana, the nishiddha karma. If these two are not there, you love your children, grandchildren, be with them. Slowly, steadily, life after life, that true Vairagya will come to us. But while doing so only, study about Vairagya, because this is the Vairagya Prakaranam, study about the Paramatma Tattva, and be steady in some or the other sadhana. छोड़ना नहीं उसको, छोड़ दिया तो फिसल गया. It's always like falling from a mountain into a valley. A small support you got it. Hold that support without leaving. If not today, tomorrow, somebody will come or we get a strength to protect ourselves from that fall. छोड़ दिया सपोर्ट फिर पूरा चकनाचूर हो जाएंगे द साधका इन us. Let us not allow that to happen. So beautiful sarga going on. Let us study it. Right? Let us start with the prayers. Om 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 Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म भक्तियोगधर्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओमापदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने ॐ कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् राम कथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिम्. ॐ यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधा नीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणात् अभिमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहं यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् सिसृक्षुर्जगत् तम्बोधाम्बुनिधिं सपस्वि मुकुटा लङ्कारचिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः तस्मै वसिष्ठ सीतां ब्रह्मविद्यामिव सरसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात् यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि महर्षिभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्पराणां भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादि मोक्षप्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासकानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन अध्यापन मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं पारायणं राममन्दिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयागादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारार्थं तेन विश्वस्य रक्षणार्थं विशेषतः भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य ये शत्रवः बाह्याभ्यन्तराः तेषां सर्वेषां निर्मूलनार्थं मोक्षार्थं च वयं सर्वे श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य अध्ययनं पारायणं साधना प्रयत्नं करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रियायस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरायस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बने वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ अष्टादशः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच। Friends, beautiful slokas we are studying one by one to understand the kaya, sthula sharira, and its limitations, and then thus developing the detachment from it, the attachment from it, over attachment from it, so that we are relatively free in our mind to cater to the inner spiritual calls. We were seeing yesterday the verses 42 and 43. Okay, very interestingly said in the 42nd mantra, Bhuktva Pitva Chiram Kalam Bala Pallava Pelavam Tanutametya Yatnena Ayatnena Vinashamanudhavati. Said Bhuktva Pitva Chiram Kalam. Such a long time this body Bhuktva eats how many quintals of the rice and fruits and vegetables and other things and लोगों का भेजा भी and पीतवा drinking millions and gallons of waters, teas, coffees, cool drinks and दूसरों का खून भी. All of that having done, Bala Pallava Pelavam, so it so tenderly looks like. Then Tanutameti Ayatnena. Then as somehow some funny thing happens, which we know we call it as Prarabdha and the natural thing that happens to everything which is born, that is Tanutameti Ayatnena. Slowly, slowly it starts becoming old and shrinking and thinner and thinner, thinner and thinner and runs towards Anudhavati Vinasham to its own destruction only. To such Sharira, how can we have the hope or astha or attachment? And therefore, even while living also, give the Bhuktva Pitva, but only in a limited manner, and make this fellow use also, work also, for the Loka Seva, for the Dharma, for Adhyatmic Sadhana, in which Guru Seva, Bhagavan Upasana are part of it. This can be understood. This sloka's way of saying, the feeling it that can be understood with the example. And when we know someone, know or don't know, we have taken care of them, gave food, clothes, shelter, protected them. At the right time when we want to get some help from them, they just they'll go away without telling us, or even while telling us how it looks like. Isn't it? Nowadays, these problems are there in many places. Basically, the problem is in the house only. That the son mainly brought up with so much of thousand lakhs crores of rupees, money expenses, time is given to that stupid fellow, everything. And once he comes to that age, gets naukri, goes to some country, gets married, and settles there, never caring about parents. The other day I heard about that mother got diagnosed with that cancer. The moment it was known, those children took away all her gold ornaments and threw her out of the house. Somehow somebody took care of her, sheltered her. 3 4 months she was alive. Then she died. They didn't come even those children to see her when she was dead. Someone else did it. In India, may South. What it looks like, such children, those who bhuktva petva, they ate, drank, everything given a parents. But tanutameti, anashamanadhavati means they just go away without taking care. Thank God, daughters are there, are able to command the sons-in-law, that both of them are staying and taking care of the parents nowadays. Sons-in-laws are taking care. Sons were never taking care, but now sons-in-laws. Luckily, कोई तो बचा है. बहुत घरों में हम देखते हैं इसलिए. Another example is what? Full training is given to that fellow in the company and all. After fully getting trained, no, instead of being loyal in the company, he joins some other company because some extra money is coming. ये सारे जो अप्रेंटिस के रूप में आते हैं ना, ये सब ये करते हैं. इलेक्ट्रिशियंस, कारपेंटर्स, असिस्टेंट के रूप में ज्वाइन करके आफ्टर सम डेज व्हेन दे बिकम परफेक्ट दे लीव एंड दे गो समवेयर. ये प्रॉब्लम बेचारे सबको ये होता है. The assistant doctors, nurses, compounders, pathologists, they learn and they go to the better places naturally for their better salary. But about इनका क्या होगा? घर में सर्वेंट्स भी सारे काम ऐसे सीख ली और 2,000 रुपये ज़्यादा दे रहे, गए वहाँ. ड्राइवर्स ऑल्सो. See, when we have brought them up at the right time instead of helping us, when they leave us and go, कैसा लगता है? That is the feeling here in this shloka. Bhutva piktva, khaya piya, long time this body enjoyed. Suddenly one day it leaves me and goes. Becomes weaker also, liability. Why should I cater to it so much? Rather, when it is given food and all, that time only make it do maximum sadhana. So that type of objectification of the sharira, natural course of changes that happen in it, accepting it, same time, that one thing which we are missing, that of using the sharira for sadhana, we have to start doing. So too the bhuktva pitva means it includes everything. So much of attachment, identity, catering, given time, given attention only to dehoham, dehoham, dehoham. उसको भी थोड़ा कम करो. And the parents who know कि दिस फेलो रहेगा तो उड़ेगा कर कर थोड़ा ही अटैच करते हैं, अटैचमेंट रखते हैं. एक्चुअली व्हेन द चिल्ड्रन लीव एंड गो दे डोंट सफर दैट मच देन दोज पेरेंट्स हु रियली गेट अटैच कि मेरा बेटा ये उद्धार करेगा कुछ नहीं करेगा, उसको कोई उड़ा के ले जाएगी बेटा या बेटी. इन द सेम वे डोंट हैव आस्था ऑन दिस शरीर. What time it will leave and go, we don't know. As long as it is there, use it for tapasya, use it for Guru Seva, Bhagavat Seva, any of the अध्यात्मिक साधना. शरीर कुछ नहीं करता, बट हमको शरीर के तादाद में छोड़कर या कम करके साधना में टाइम ज्यादा देना है कि नहीं. कुत्ते को थोड़ा खाना दो, पानी पिलाओ, क्योंकि चैन से बांध दो. अब छोड़ो, यू डू योर साधना और होमवर्क. Don't be with the kutta 24 घंटे. That great Bharata Rishi also, Rishabdeva's putra, on whose name India is Bharata, was such a tapasya intense he was doing. The deer came, he started loving, patting, tapping, taking care, giving food to it. He became so much identified with the deer that he died and is born as a deer only. उतना मत करना. There are some people 24 घंटे so much with kutta that that fellow gets bored. And because of mutual company, this fellow next life becomes dog and the dog becomes a human being. But they continue attachment, again they change. If you understand that example, कुत्ते को खाना पानी दिया, 2-4 मिनट घुमाया, चेन से बांध के रखो बस. कुत्ते की तरह ही शरीर. Give it food, exercise, get the work done from it, any outer worldly, spiritual sadhana karo, bas, take it as an instrument. All that is hidden in this expression of Rama, ki bhuktva pitva chiram kalam bala palla pelavam tanutameti ayatnena vinasham anudhavat. And it's a caution also. When the time comes, the tanuta means becoming old, senile and all. Vinasha means dying. It is inevitable in this body. So be careful about it. See, a main idea is caught. Along with that, how many other corollary understandings, helpful understandings we can have. This wisdom we lack, therefore totally attached with Sharira and with and for Sharira with the things and beings. Whole life is lost in that so much That is such a precious mind and intellect, no knowledge of the truth or reality or spirituality or scriptures or the God. Such a worst life human beings are living. You and I have done punya, therefore, at least this Adhyatmic Shastra Jnana we are given. We are taking or not, again another question. Okay, this is over. Every sloka, total meaning we are explaining, and other subtle understandings. Each one has to do homework on that. पूरे जिंदगी में 10-12 साल लगते हैं only to study this yoga system thoroughly. Daily 50 श्लोक. So 32,000 मतलब 64,000 दिन दिन लगते हैं नहीं. हाँ, 32,000 श्लोक में डेली 50 मतलब 64,000 में 6,400 दिन. 6,400 मीन्स ऑलमोस्ट 8 साल. नहीं, लिटिल मोर देन दैट, 10-12 साल. एवरी डे पढ़ो, मास्टर यू विल गेट. ऐसे यू हैव टू डिसाइड. उपनिषद 5 years, गीता 1 year, अदर टेक्स्ट 3-4 years. इस तरह पढ़ते पढ़ते जाना. मेक संकल्प. राइट नाउ यू कांट स्टडी. सड़ा हुआ माइंड लेकर क्या पढ़ेंगे? एक्सट्रोवर्टेड माइंड, विषयी मन, तमोगुणी मन, रजोगुणी मन, शक्तिहीन मन, वीर्यहीन मन, गुड फॉर नथिंग. वी कांट टेक केयर आवर ओन सेल्फ. विदाउट अ सर्वेंट आधा दिन नहीं चलता हमारा. ऐसे घटिया है हम, वी नो दैट. बट एटलीस्ट मेक संकल्प. Let me study these many hours. Let me do japa these many hours. Let me do contemplation these many. Let me do meditation. ऐसा संकल्प भरते जाने से, if we really accordingly ardently pray, the Lord sees us our qualification, He will bless us. Or we ourselves are entertaining these thoughts. Who knows, tomorrow that thought may become our own strong sankalpa also. Start doing and praying. My Lord's blessings and our effort, it may really happen. As we are doing 1 hour now, every day may come 6 hours per day. We may focus only on studying Shastra, 1 or 2 lives, for thoroughly understanding every aspect of spirituality, so that we are left with no doubt. ऑल अंडरस्टैंडिंग पक्का है ना, तो इंस्पिरेशन 100% होता है, कमिटमेंट 100% होता है, साधना भी 100% होता है. इट्स अ लैक ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, देयरफॉर टेंटेटिव माइंड्स अगेन एंड अगेन टेक शेल्टर ऑफ द samsara, giving up spirituality. Done. Let us do one more one. तान्येव सुख दुःखानि भावा भावमयानि असौ. भूयोपि अनुभवन् कायः प्राकृतो न हि लज्जते. So तानेव सुख दुःखानि भाव अभावमयानि. Same sukhas, same dukkha's, same positive emotions, same negative emotions, again and again, hundreds of times going through them. This body, prakritaha, immature fellow, na lajjate, doesn't feel shy of all these things done, in the sense, doesn't seek for something higher or greater. Now, how realistic or real is this sentence or shloka? Same sukhas we are going through the indriyas, shabda, sparsha, rasagandha, and excesses in them, wrong things done, therefore that leads to roga, etc., dukkhani. So to bhava, same stupid mentality of attached to the objects or people, and they kick us left and right. In fact, through them, Lord only kicks, saying that Bevakuf, you are given human life to meditate on me, not to get attached to these wretched people. But do you think we listen? We hate those fellows, and again we attach again to somebody else. That is the meaning of bhava is attachment, abhava means hatred. Again, bhava somewhere, abhava means hatred. Means the positive feelings, liking and disliking, befriending and taking as enemy, creating a relation, giving up the relation. Bhava, bhava means emotions. What nonsense! शर्म नहीं आता कह रहे इधर, न लज्जते. Living only at the mediocre life, na lajjate. As a human being, as we have to have the lajja, when we live a lower life of only artha kama, and not thinking of dharma moksha, is sharir ko bhi sharam nahi aata. Here Ramji is very humorously sarcastic by saying that this besharam sharira never stops and thinking and goes through only same Sukha Dukkha and Bhava Bhava, he is telling not to the Sharira, but the one you and I will identify with the Sharira, Thoda Sharam kar. You are a human being. Ask with your mind, intellect given about the possibility of something higher and greater. Instead of Sukha Dukkha, seek the ultimate Ananda. Instead of Bhava Bhava, seek the devotion and surrender permanent to the God. The people in the world, same drinks, drugs, same TVs and sleepings, same friendship and parties. That is what routine. Like the normal, ordinary Indian youngsters, they have become now. Youngsters क्या अब सब youngsters से elder भी हो रहे हैं. फेस्टिवल का मतलब खूल दो, खेलो, खाओ, मौजा करो बस. होली आया तो नाचो खाओ. नो सिंबॉलिज्म ऑफ होली नोन. दीपावली आवा खाओ. दशहरा आता है तो खाओ, पार्टी करो. शर्म नहीं है कि व्हाट आर these festivals for? It is not the dhum dhadaka that is done, though that also adds to beauty, but with the symbolism behind, consciously encashing that precious, auspicious occasion for the highest purpose for which they are meant. Everything, including Shadi. Shadi matlab dhum dhadaka. Shadi is a auspicious occasion where the couple you are blessing for their own life and through them the life of both families and the subsequent generation of children. Through all of them, the whole world is going to be positively affected. For that purpose, to bless them, to wish them, to guide them, the whole marriage is organized and everybody is invited. Marriage ऐसा होना चाहिए. The pujari should do all the puja for those 8-9 hours with all those explanation. Then every hour they arrived, at least elders, 1 minute they should bless the children with their advices, guidances and all. All of the children, the married couple now, they should note them. ये सारे होते हैं इसमें. वो कहाँ है अभी? शादी मतलब उड़ाओ लाखों रुपए एंड देन शादी मतलब खाओ पियो मौज करो. Festival like that, birthday, death day, everything is we have become bhogi only. शर्म नहीं करते. Same way here, same sukha dukkha, same bhav हुआ bhava. This body has no sharam only. न लज्जते means Bhagwan Rama is feeling, wanting to say but feeling bad to say on our face शर्म करो करके, but he is telling the body को कि शरीर has no sharam. Naturally, Sharira will not have. We have to have who is identified with the Sharira. So it is addressed to us. Paroksha Priyahi Deva. Sometimes, directly we can't say, therefore indirectly we say. In the one to whom we are addressing, when they say, क्या तुम मेरे से कह रहे हो? नहीं मैं आपसे नहीं कह रहा हूँ. But point is conveyed. राम जी आप मेरे से कह रहे हो क्या? नहीं बेटा मैं शरीर से कह रहा हूँ. मतलब पॉइंट इज कन्वेड. शरीर तो सुनने वाला नहीं है. I the one who is in the शरीर. This realization is called maturity. And so disciplined we are. 8 घंटे सोएंगे, 8 घंटे नौकरी करेंगे, 2 घंटे टीवी देखेंगे, 2 घंटे टीवी या सेल फोन, 1 घंटा लोग. So disciplined we are in living our life for such a third rate of life purpose. एंड वी क्लेम इट ऑल्सो. स्वामी जी मेरा लाइफ इतना डिसिप्लिन होता है ना, मैं सुबह 7 बजे उठता हूँ पक्का. हाँ, आई गो आधा घंटा फॉर जॉगिंग, देन आई कम एंड हैव फुल टी कॉफी ब्रेकफास्ट एंड देन ऑल दैट, देन आई टेक बाथ. अरे ही इज टेलिंग एज इज ब्रह्मज्ञानी का साधना कर रहा है, ब्रह्मज्ञान का. Like that you are living from when? From last 29 lives. Then I look at the Lord. भगवान आपको तो सोचना चाहिए. Does he desire a human body? I don't know about others. मेरा take care करो. Bless me to use every moment of my stay in this human life only to reach you. So तानि एव सुख दुःखानि भावाभयानि असौ भूयोऽपि अनुभवन् कायः प्राकृतः न लज्जते हि. What a prakruta. Prakruta means anagarika. The one who is not uncivilized. Nalajjate. Another thing. It is what? In the body identification, other than going through the same routine things, nothing special, nothing new. Nothing greater. It's only very limited. ऐसा वाला भाव फिर से एक आएगा आगे वाले एक श्लोक. It will be more detailed. Now next one. सुचिरां प्रभुतां कृत्वा संसेव्य विभवश्रियं नोच्छ्रायमेवेति न स्थैर्यं कायः किमिति पाल्यते. अरे, this is very next shloka. It is there. That point. Very sublime. Bhagavan Rama in his conveying the thought. Thought is conveying subtler. The way of conveying also is subtler. He says, Suchiram Prabhutam Krutva. For a long time, living like a Prabhu, this Sharira. What is the meaning of Sharira living like Prabhu? Means it is commanding us, the Jiva, we are its slave. Like that child at home. He becomes Prabhu only for the whole family members. These fellows, Lakpati, Karodpati, IAS officer, or big officer somewhere, etc., but they are the gulam for that stupid small child. उसको उठाना है, उसको खिलाना है, उसके लिए गधा ऑलरेडी बने हुए हैं, बनना है, वो प्रभु बन जाता है. अब उसको खुश करने के लिए लोग तो खुदकुशी के लिए भी तैयार होते. That is how the children are loved, but that they have to be trained also. I am jealous of such because हमको बचपन में ऐसा नहीं मिला, डंडा ही मिलता था, इसलिए बाबा जी बन गए. Nowadays, children are so pampered and tampered. He becomes Prabhu. I'm giving an example. He is not given any work to do. No difficulty is given to him. So anything he demands, रात को 2 बजे भी जाकर ले आके देना. That's the meaning of Prabhu. जी हाजिर, हुकम, like that we are for the children. हाँ, उसको कुछ डांटना नहीं, उसे कोई काम नहीं कराना. You can't tell them बेटा गीता श्लोक बोलो. Isn't it? और इसमें 1% भी गुलामी गुरु और भगवान को करते होते अब तक मुक्ति मिल जाती, जितना हम गुलामी बच्चों को और पोतों को करते हैं. That Gada will not even remember you when we die as old people. They are attached to so many and all. उनको जितना common sense है हमको नहीं. Like मुझे आ गया common sense. When people are detached to me and go away and never come to classes, why should I attach to them? I also got now the common sense. I realized it now after long time of 30 साल लगे अभी 30-35 साल, but आ गया अभी. Both things. When they are not interested in me, why should I interest them? When they are not interested in Shastra, I'll do it for myself, not for the undeserving. I do it for myself. It's just a great joy when it is realized. In fact, to make this realized, only Bhagavan made me all this. Now मेरे को आ गया बात. भगवान भी खुश, हंसते हुए, अब मैं भी खुश. That is the meaning of Prabhutam. Chirakalam Prabhutam etya. Sushiram Prabhutam krutva. Then Samsevya Vibhavashriyam. As a Raja, so much of Vaibhava and Shri, the stupid Sharira named king enjoyed. That's what. खाना पीना दिया, कपड़े दिया उसको, पलंग दिया, सोने कुर्सी दी, बैठने को, कार दिया, घूमने को. It's all for the body only. Having enjoyed that much, now the very beautiful, most relevant thought in today's world and in the country. The question Ramji asks is what? Now, Ucharayameti Nastairyam. Has it developed higher and higher than what it is? Or has it at least got the sthirata in whatever it is? Now, Ucharayameti Nastairyam. Kaya Kimidi Palanate. And what is the need of doing Palan Poshan of this stupid Sharira? You know, the relevance I am telling is for an example. Very beautiful it is. He, like we had before 2014. For 12 years or 10 years, some government was there. Prabhuta, whole country was under their command. Prabhuta tha, फिर विभवश्रियम समसेव्य, as a prime minister and all, enjoyed every respect, pravar, etc. Now the question is, now Uchrayameti, have they brought country to any of the heights? Na sthiratam, or at least made the country stably growing? More and more Gotala, more and more weak. In the context of the world, India is at last level in any of the glorious things. In the negative things, we are top. मैंने इसलिए हंसा कि एग्जाम्पल बढ़िया मिला, है ना. somebody is the head of a department 10 years, बट किया क्या तुमने उस डिपार्टमेंट के लिए? सेम वे फ्रॉम 48 to 64 somebody was prime minister. You enjoyed as prime minister and all, बट सनातन धर्म के लिए, देश के लिए क्या किया? Isn't it? With the population we have, isn't it? If Japan with such a small population has boomed to such a heights, why not India? Because Indians were used, suppressed, knowingly, consciously. They were never given educational freedom or any other freedom, as Britishers did the thing of making us slaves. Same were done. Which, if you were you to clearly understand, Pakistan, vote bank. More clearly is the Pak occupied Kashmir or our own Srinagar, Kashmir. How the Islamic leaders बार बार कहते हुए कि हिंदूज आर आवर एनिमीज, दे विल डू समथिंग टू आवर रिलीजन, देयरफॉर वी हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर रिलीजन, ऐसे उनको चिल्लाना करवा के उनको वो 100-500 रुपए देते थे, बट नेवर टेकन केयर ऑफ देम, देयर एजुकेशन, देयर हेल्थ, देयर जनरल ग्रोथ और एनीथिंग. सी ऑल दीज कंट्रीज. तो प्रभुत्व है एज वेल एज enjoying the samsevya vibhava shriyam. But what is the uchrayameti means? What is the higher situation, higher gains that are gained? What have you done to develop the thing which is in your control? Anywhere, like you are a captain of a team, how many cups you got it? You are a coach of a team. How much great you brought them? You are head of, let's say, sports department. What have you done in your being a sports minister? Anyone, I am telling. Achievement is secondary. Are you conscious and putting efforts? This is a big question. Very powerful shloka it is. Suchiram prabhutam krutva samsevya vibhavashriyam. Long time lived as a Prabhu, enjoyed the Vaibhava and Shri as a Prabhu, but now Uchrayameti Nashtairi. Here, in regard to the body, now Uchrayameti means what? The human body remains as body, and I identify the body, only live at that level only. That is meaning of Uchrayam. Nasthairya means not it will continue to stay, it will die one day. स्थिरता मतलब शाश्वतता नहीं होगा इस शरीर का. जितना भी वैभव दे दो, कुछ भी दे दो, बिग बिग प्रिंसेस, चार्लेसेस, एवरीवन विल हैव कैंसर होता है, कुछ तो होता है, मरते ही लोग. सी वेरी सटल दीज टू श्लोकास आर. तो कटघरे में खड़े करके शरीर को पूछ रहे हैं, या उसको कह रहे, इतने साल तो राजा बना, सारा वैभव दिया, किया क्या तूने? That type of question. And it's not addressed to the body because body doesn't respond. It is addressed to the one who is identified the Sharira. With the body there, Tadatma, such whole life you lived. Enjoyed all the Sukha Bhoga at that level. What has it given? Has it given you any growth? Any evolution? Even that body also cheats and goes. Such body, kimiti palyate. For what purpose this has to be? Palyate means so much pampered, etc. throughout life. पाल लेते मीन्स पालन क्यों करे? तो पालन किए छोड़ तो नहीं सकते, यू मैनेज इट, बट डोंट जस्ट बिकम स्लेव टू इट. इसको प्रभु नहीं बनाओ, उसको स्लेव बनाओ, है ना. We made the Britishers as Prabhus. We made the Mughals and these Prabhu. They destroyed all temples and cultures so ruthlessly. कैसे करते हो उनको भैया? शर्म नहीं आता? हाँ, we have to be very strong. These two shlokas and indicated point, I really liked it. शरीर को कह रहे हैं, लेकिन नॉट टू शरीर बट फॉर अस. The idea is what? The more you attach to it, you become slave to it. It will go its own way. वो प्रभुता एंजॉय करेगा, ऑल वैभव ऐश्वर्य एंजॉय करेगा. It will not do anything to you. On the other hand, detached from the body Adhatma, through study of Shastra and all, we can grow in our identity to the subtler and subtler level. Hmm. So many examples I can give. Two are, one is the child, if he is very prospectus, very studious and all, don't hold on to him. Allow him to study in the higher and higher places. I'm talking about study, not for the money, leave India and go to America and all. I'm very particular about some things. So उसको बहुत तरक्की करनी है, करने दो उसको, पकड़ के मत रखना. You hold on to him, all his abilities will be bound. Understood? One example. Here the example is to say, get out of Sharira Tadatmya and reach to higher heights in spirituality. Example is the child. So too, that is why all the gurus, once the disciple comes to a level of being independent, Guru never holds him. Ja beta tu apna tarakki kar. Like all birds, animals, they don't attach throughout life. Go and grow in your life. Because saplings doesn't grow under big banyan tree. उड़ो तुम अपने पंखुड़ी से, पंख से पकड़ के रखोगे तो कुछ होगा नहीं. The Guru example. Understood? In the same way, we as a Panchi, caught up in the body, come out of it, fly high spiritually. That is the meaning of why are you palyate, only holding on to it only. Very important this is. When the child is understood to be potential, he should be allowed to grow. Suchiram prabhutam krutva, long time living life a Prabhu, samsevi vivashriya, enjoying all the Vaivayasri as a Prabhu, now Uchrayameti, neither it grows, nor stadium, nor it is stable, it only decays and decomposes. Kaya कि विधि पाल लेते और किस लिए उसको मैं इतना पालन पोषण करूं. Detached from Deha, grow higher. They are beautiful. These today's shlokas are very important. Huh? One more. Jara kale jara meti mrityu kale tatha mritim sama eva visheshagnya kayo bhoga daridrayo. अब देखो और एक सत्य. Jara kale jara meti. When the time of old age comes, it becomes old. Mrityu kale, time of death comes, dies only. Sama eva. This Sharira is sama only. Avisheshagnya, it never differentiates. Between what? Kaya, bhogi, daridrayoho. If somebody is a bhogi, means very, very rich person, daridra means poor. दोनों के बुढ़ापा आते तो ये रिच पर्सन का बुढ़ापा रुक जाता है क्या? I told you one day to the youth I talk these things a lot. With what? In time, you can earn crores and millions of rupees. But with crores and millions of rupees, the gone even one moment also we can't buy. समय में करोड़ों कमा सकते, करोड़ों लगाकर समय को नहीं कमा सकते, नहीं खरीद सकते. The meaning of it is what? Just because somebody is the rich person, the bhogi, do you mean to say old age will not come to him? Disease will not come, death will not come. मतलब यहाँ भी एक ह्यूमर है. हमारे प्यारे ये शरीर जो है कोई विषमता नहीं रखता, ये सम होता है, चाहे बंदा भोगी हो, धनवान या दरिद्र हो, जो बुढ़ापा आता है दोनों को देता है, मृत्यु आता है दोनों को देता है. इट इज समा. Now connect this to the other two shlokas. Therefore, महलों में राखे चाहे झोपड़े में वास दे, our attention should be on Paramatma. Now you see, whether you call it as coincidence or whatever, what was the thought we discussed today morning before our Upanishad class? Is not this thing? Ki, the around world, it will be like this. You may try to put some effort to improve it, but the main point is inside, are we growing or not? And didn't we discuss? From the deepest involvement in the samsara to the deepest involvement in the sadhana, we have to shift. That is our purusharth. याद है सुबह का क्लास? सेम थिंग. जरा काले जरा में थी, मृत्यु काले मृत्यु तथा मृतिम समयेव विशेषज्ञः कायः भोग दरिद्रयो. So either we are bhogi, means rich, or daridra. Old age, disease, death come to both of them. But what differentiates is whether you are rich or poor, how much of you have used this Sharira Manusha Sharira and Jivana in this Manusha Sharira for your evolution. And when I say evolution million times, the meaning is through the Shastra Adhenam, having understood the Tattva, the reality, the essence, the Atman, the self, the truth reality, how much we are trying to near to it in our identity. This is called as the evolution. अपने स्व आत्म तत्व से कितना हम नजदीक जा रहे हैं, उससे तादात्म्य कर रहे हैं. In that the steps are the Siddhanta Jnana, heard, then confirmed through contemplation and all, convinced about it, then taken up the said sadhanas, actually while doing sadhana, evolving from our identity from the grosser to the subtler, and the final, the self. When you listen to Upanishads and all, this is taught regularly. Okay, so to such Sharira, why give importance? No, therefore, connect this to our morning class thought. Whichever the place we are, whatever the body we are given, whatever the circumstances, never mind. From there, we can fall more low to the worldliness. From there, we continue to be worldly with those avkat. With that only as a launch pad, we can do spirituality. है नहीं? छोटा दीप है, तो उस दीप से तुम कैसे चोरी करना वो भी किताब पढ़ सकते हैं. कैसे पैसे ऑनेस्टली कमाना वो भी किताब पढ़ सकते हैं. कैसे परमात्मा को पाना वो भी किताब पढ़ सकते हैं. Isn't it? In the same way, whichever the position we are, we can use this to continue as worldly person. We can fall more and more from that. Wherever we are, we can eject for spiritual sadhana. That's why in the spiritual sadhakas, all category people are there. So to say, wherever you are, you can take that as launch pad for spiritual evolution. ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य शूद्र चारों वर्ण में मुक्त पुरुष है. ब्रह्मचारी गृहस्थ वानप्रस्थ सन्यासी इनमें भी मुक्त पुरुष है. यंग और ओल्ड उनमें भी मुक्त पुरुष है. पढ़े या नान पढ़े वो भी है. राजा भी है, रंक है. These are all outer things. Wherever we are, inside we can do our best to evolve. That's the point. That can be taken as the byproduct knowledge to this main thought that is given कि this body doesn't care rich or poor. जब टाइम आता है दोनों के लिए बुढ़ा होएगा मरेगा भी. That means what? Don't try to become rich. Difference is when you are rich, you die richly. Die richly means what? वो कफिन जो भी होता है बड़ा होता है, ज्यादा लोग आके फूल माला. That's it. When you die as a unknown person, nobody will come to you. 4 लोग मुश्किल से मिलते हैं. Municipality will take. Doesn't matter. When I have gone away from my body, who takes it? How does it? So don't try for this bhoga, means for those outer riches. Try to go beyond the body before we leave this body. The self-discovery. Okay. एक और लास्ट श्लोक आज देखेंगे. संसाराम्बोधि जठरे तृष्णा कुहर कांतरे सुप्तः तिष्ठति मुक्तेः मूकोऽयं काय कच्छपः. It is addressed to Sharira, but it means the one who is identified with the Sharira. Samsara ambodhi jatare. In the stomach womb pit of the ocean of samsara, Tushna Kuhara Kantare. Within that, in one of the hiding place, like that under a stone or a tree, or between the two stones within the waters, there lies what? Suptaha Tishtati. Just stationarily sleeping there without doing anything, muktayaha, without any higher goal or sankalpa or doing something. Who is this? Mukaha ayam, this deafened up stupid fellow called as Kaya Kachapaha, the body named turtle or tortoise. है कि नहीं? Tortoise आप देखोगे ना नदियों के अंदर, between the two pahad or stones within the water, that goes there for hibernation, doing nothing. See, have you seen that? वह सड़े पड़े रहते हैं. मूकः, dumb, सुप्तः, sleeping, tishtati, unmoved. The meaning is what? When we are identified with the body, our life also is like Kachapa, where we have no words of spiritual knowledge, we are slept to the spiritual sadhana, then Tishtati is nothing of the active dynamic, positive evolutionary things happen to us. We will be like a deaf and dumb and sleepy turtle inside the water in between two stones if we identify with the Sthula Sharira with regard to spiritual sadhana. We may be appearing to be active, but all that activities for being a worldly person. From spiritual standpoint, nothing is done spiritually. The word is like a deaf and dumb turtle only. What a beautiful example, na? How intelligent Ramayana that is. Okay, to give such examples and all. 16 saal, 15 saal, bas. Again I chant it for you. Samsara Ambodhi Jatare. Ambodhi ocean. Jatara means womb. In the womb of the ocean of samsara, Trishna Kuhara Kantare. Again within that there is a hibernating place of Trishna. Means विषय भोगों के तृष्णा के उस छोटे से उसमें सुप्तः सोया हुआ तिष्ठति staying stably means you are sleeping and staying stable is not doing anything for spirituality. Supta is not at all listening. Tishtati is not at all doing. Mukha means not at all talking or uttering any of the mantras or Bhagavan ka naam. Who? This Kaya Kachapaha means the one who is identified with the body is like a tortoise. Like this, so many wonderful shlokas coming up. Today we could see, कल का भी देखा हमने, इसलिए 3, 4, 5 श्लोक ही हुए हैं, पर ठीक है, समटाइम 5, समटाइम 10. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नारायण. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो तमेव महान्तमनोभा तस्य भास्करः साक्षात् विद्महे सीतावल्लभः मंगलं गुरुदेवाय मने गुणासु नमो ब्रह्माय ब्रह्मलोकम्. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोल श्री योगवास्ट महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. समस्त ऋषि देवता गण की जय. समस्त श्रुति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. हर नम पार्वती पते. हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन. गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण. जय जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. Don't miss these classes as much as possible. Great Shastras, these are all. I know from one speaker, listening to one Shastra for a long time is more heavy and boring than once in a while one topic with 80% jokes, 10% stories, 5% of samsara, 1% of spirituality. I also can do all that, but somehow from inside, that urge doesn't come. The urge from inside is study Shastra and talk what is there in it while understanding it for yourself, sharing it with others. But many people don't like it, they want entertainment and all. Such people, they are very good, wonderful, expert speakers, well trained for it. Let them go there. Anyone, if sincere seeker is there to listen to Tattva, or not, if they are there, they will come. If not, you are doing for yourself and Lord Rama. और क्या चाहिए? मजेदार बात. Thank you.